Hello everyone, and welcome to game 2 of the best of 5 show match, a revival show match between Rally in yellow, currently on 1, and Mammoth in red is currently on 0. It's our second game, it's Serpentine Madness. It's quite a large map by looking at it, and it sounds like Rally's keybinds have reset, Lovenji.
Fantastic.
That doesn't bode well. Well, if he needs to pause, I'm sure he can pause.
He is allowed to pause, but I don't know if he knows that. He might be thinking because it's a tournament he's not allowed to pause. But yes. Serpentine Madness is a huge map, and one of the things you'll notice is there's a lot of wildmen. So typical to most normal games of Populous, the first thing you're going to be doing as a player is trying to find these big clumps. I mean, Mammoth just picked up a beautiful 6 there. That was satisfying to watch.
Both players here going for the boathouse first. That must be because there was a ton of wildmen on that middle island. That's other island, I should say. There's a ton of wildmen on there, in fact.
There's a ton of wildmen on there, and there's a ton of trees. So actually, if you can secure that island, you basically get an entire second base that acts as a buffer. Though you do have to remember, same rules apply in Populous as in other expansion-based RTSs like StarCraft. You make an expansion, you have to be able to defend it, and that's sort of the balancing act of this. This island is not an easy to defend position, but it does give you a position that you could, for example, choose to sacrifice in exchange for a devastating attack on the opponent's only base.
Both players now heading that way. It looks like Mammoth sort of headed in the wrong direction initially. Rally's heading straight there.
Yeah,
is it worthwhile bringing them back?
I don't know how much of that was Mammoth going in the wrong direction or the boat sending him in the wrong direction.
Yeah, it's probably the latter.
As you know, with boats, they can be horrible.
Not too well, but look at this. Huge advantage there now for Rally. If you can give us a quick population count, is he ahead by 15, 20?
Not as big as you think. He's only ahead by 6, and Mammoth steals his boat. His shaman is now stuck there.
Let's see whether he can make another boat now, which he does have one at his base anyway, so he can send it over.
There's two things he can do. He can make a boat in his base. He has already got one in his base. He could also build a boat hut here. He's got a significant troop advantage. I'd actually move those Braves over and kill the Red Braves, because then he would have a big population lead. Looks like he's just going to get the Shaman to blast.
Yeah, I mean, Rallies, excuse me.
Oh! Mammoth tried to kill the boat before it could be completed, but he missed the blast, and now the boat is off to save Rally Shaman.
Now, that would have been a good strategy, but again, I don't think it would have achieved too much unless he has troops ready to attack. I mean, they're both building towers pretty quick in the middle as well. Surprised Rally hasn't blasted those Braves. They're all running there on the spot. I'm not sure why he's left them.
Yeah, he doesn't even need to blast them. He's got so many Braves there that he could just take those Braves and beat them up in fisticuffs. Whoa!
Of course, players here can't cast spells whilst they're in the vehicles. That's why you're seeing this kind of gameplay. Oh, the ghost. Not sure what that was for.
He wants to steal the boat. He wants to steal the boat with a ghost.
Did he cast it in the water? What's happening?
He's casting it in the water, yes.
He's died. Okay, now those Braves have all been killed as well. I think by the looks of it, have they attacked Rally themselves? I'm not sure what happened there.
Yeah, they ran in to try and stop. Yeah, so Mammoth was trying to get ghosts in a boat.
Yeah, I'm not sure whether he was casting them in the water or he was casting them and it was on the wrist. I don't understand. Interesting. Rally's going to bring his men over now. He's going to use them 2 boats to ferry them back. Mammoth's only got 4 huts at the moment, whereas Rally's got a lot more.
It is unfortunate that Mammoth's ghost didn't work, but Mammoth got out of that boat and threw a blast at Rally's Shaman, which he missed. If he just blasted that boat, it would have had the same effect as trying to steal it and not had that ghost issue prop up.
Right, and we've also got Rally now going with a volcano stone head.
Yeah, so with that island population killed, it is now 46 for Rally, and Mammoth has dropped to 34. So there is a significant population lead.
But there's still wildmen on the map. I mean, look, there's still big clumps here that maybe Rally could take.
Rally should be. He shouldn't be getting complacent. He should be coming to try and contest these. And in fact, Rally is going to get them first, by the looks of it.
I'm not sure. He's bringing the shaman to the middle, but I'm not sure what he's planning. He's walked past the wild.
Yeah, but Mammoot's shaman is still just in his base. He hasn't even gone out onto the map looking for wildmen. Rally's shaman is in a tower. Not one of his towers.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on here. Going for another blast battle by the looks of it?
Yeah, we've got the first blast.
Second
Blast. Third blast. Fourth blast.
The wildmen are definitely there, guys, if you want them. Blast trick
Well,
there.
you can't say they don't see them. They're blasting around
There
them.
we go. She takes them. Oh, Mammoot's getting a temple whilst Rally has all three. He's actually got a second fire up as well. We haven't seen any spies yet. Have spies been buffed at all?
Yes. Spies are now strong enough to beat a brave in one-on-one combat.
Good.
So they are no longer the only follower that goes to the training hut and becomes weaker.
Good.
Oh, we got some more blasts coming out from Rallymo there. Takes out Mammoot's shaman. Mammoot's being careful with those fire warriors. He wants to get them into those towers, but he doesn't want the shaman clearing them up before they do. And in fact, Rally's going to give him it.
Yeah, I'm not sure what Rally's intention was there, to be honest. There's about 10 wildmen there, maybe 15 that are waiting to be converted.
Well, if Rally's playing the mana game, all he needs to do is sit back and enjoy. He just needs to get his own defense up, because he's got 2 bases. And he's remembering to build at the second base as well. All this extra population. Yep, this extra population. That prey on that stonehead is halfway done. You know, there's a lot going on here. You know, Rally's been very smart because he's built troop huts on that island. He's trained some preachers, expecting this big preacher attack from boats that's currently happening.
Yeah, I see it. Got the fire warriors, he's got preachers.
In fact, some of them are invisible. Some of those are invisible.
Oh, so maybe they're going to run in and stop the ones on the hill. Good idea. You've got 3, potentially 4 preachers invisible there. You'll take all that hill. Here they go.
Let's have a little look. Okay, so Mammoot needs to be taking out this temple first and foremost. That should be his priority. We can't have additional creatures being made. No, you're making a mistake, Mammoot. You do not want to go to the high ground to approach those fire warriors. You want to ignore them completely for a second.
He's getting up there. Somehow.
The problem is now he's scattered. Oh, that's a very lucky on the swarm RNG. I was going to say he scattered all the fire warriors around, and now they can shoot the preachers.
He's ignoring them. He's gotten away. Stop prayer. But what's Rally doing in response to this? His shaman's in a boat.
His shaman's in a boat doing nothing. Rally's busy controlling the troops. You can still hear those sort of troop sounds. Rally's been controlling the army here.
Shaman's coming across now.
And in many ways, he's held this. You know, he hasn't even taken a building damage. He did lose the prey, but Mammoot's being very kind and keeping it going,
isn't he? Yeah, look at that. Maybe he thinks that he can get it, but Rally here's gone straight to Mammoot's base. What's he got?
He's got an earthquake.
He's got where's he going to cast this?
We're going to be seeing an earthquake.
I think the best place is where he's at, to be honest. You can potentially get 3.
He wants the temple. Yeah, there you go. He wants the temple.
So again, revival of Mammoot's there, chosen to fortify the front with all those fire warriors and towers, but his base was just wide open. There's the earthquake now. Will it be a good one? No, it's not the greatest. It's got 1 hut taking a ruse of a few, but they'll be quickly repaired.
It's not the best earthquake
Mammoot
in
can
the
send
world.
his troops through now, though. He sent his fire warriors to the front. I think those fire warriors are either in the huts or they've ran away. Mammoot's back in a boat, but he's lost his offensive attack on the island now, and now Mammoot's just blasting the Braves.
Yep, so you should expect that. You know, the goal here is to kill your opponent's population, and you do that by blasting them.
Got the kill on the shaman though, Mammoot, so he'll be fine now. He's not going to take any further damage. The earthquake wasn't great, and again, that earthquake cost a lot of mana.
Yeah, that earthquake casting that much mana, you know, and it's a land bridge to fix. And in fact, you probably don't even want to use a land bridge to fix it because you can get more huts by using the land bridge on the puddle that was already there.
Yep, precisely. The earthquake probably not the best position. Probably would have popped it here, to be honest.
Could have done it here. I would have gone for the Fire Warrior hut. There was nothing really stopping him going deeper, so I'd have popped it here for the upgraded huts and the Fire Warrior hut.
Well, Mammoot's rebuilding, expanding further. Rali hasn't really done much front-wise. He's got the towers there fortified. He's got them filled up. His base is lacking. Well, it's not lacking wood. The trees are just very thin. A lot of small huts, and his island is just the same.
His island's actually barren now. I've watched that brave run through some of the huts, and all the braves, most of the braves on that island have actually been killed. So if Rali wants to keep this base going, he's actually got to send some braves to that island.
Yeah, and the charge of the volcano Stonehenge pretty much going to the bottom now. Rali's pushing in with some magical sided warriors to take out the towers. Mammoot Shaman's on the hill for defense.
Lightning from Mammoot does not find the mark. Rali retaliates with a lightning of his own, but Mammoot gets another lightning, and it's a wonderful trade between the two shamans there.
These two players charge a lot of lightning with Lovenji.
They're feeling vulnerable. This is something that it's been a long time for you, Craig, so I'm going to have to ask your mind to really cast your mind back here. But back when you were first playing Populous, it was your go-to spell. Because you were like, it can kill shamans, it can kill towers, it can kill population, it can do everything. So it's very common, even in the quote-unquote normal meta, that you see new players charge lightning before they get comfortable enough with the game to diversify. And you're seeing some of that regression in the players here. You know, they don't know what the best strategy is, and therefore they're opting for a safe strategy, which is to have lightning and troop buffs and sort of augment your position that way.
Yeah, it's very well said, and you make me feel old there by taking me back to 2004 online. Good times. This map's huge, and we're not seeing any balloons.
No, and this would actually be a fantastic map for balloons.
Yeah.
You cannot physically cover all of these positions.
And trust, like, if Mammoot's trying to get across the water with his shaman, a balloon with fireworks in, it's going to completely stop him. Can't defend it.
Though neither player has done what I like to do on this map either, which is land bridge here and then here, and just fortify all of that.
Mammoot's in the board again. Let's see what he's planning. Is he heading to the main base? It looks like he is. Maybe going to go for that temple.
He's not got any notable spells. Might have a hill, because the hill doesn't show up on the tracker.
Hill.
But the size of this map is really going to pressure your multitasking, because the bases are huge. Because the bases are huge, you need troops, you need spells, you need multi-pronged attacks, you need multitasking of every type to actually make a reasonable dent inside your opponent.
Yeah, and look at this. Rali's shaman has walked all the way to the back to where the boat is, and with him being on the boat, obviously, he can just sail away. He's brought the shaman back. He doesn't have anything. He's got some fireworks in his boat now, which is, again, this is nothing Rali can do here. He needs to flee. He needs to go in a straight line, otherwise the fireworks could, if they commanded correctly, they could catch up.
Yep, so of course there is the one thing that people do not like about the not being able to cast from boats is you can't use the blast to boost yourself. Now that was done obviously because it significantly nerfs Shaman's movement speed while she's in a boat, and therefore gives you that reactability to what she's doing. Oh, Mammoot back in the boat. He hesitated. There she goes. Oh, losing the boat there.
But no harm, no foul. Not much else happening. We've got some troop pushes in the centre now. Shaman's there to support, but the creatures are holding the warriors back until they get blasted in the face.
And again, this is where balloons would be fantastic, because if Mammoot was in a balloon with his shaman, he could have lost that boat over the water, over the land, and then just come in at another angle.
Yeah. Even for support with your troops, just some fire warriors and balloons.
Yes, you're a big fan of the fire warriors and balloons.
Well, who wouldn't be? Fire warriors and balloons with magical shields? I mean, it's the ultimate combination.
Until the balloon blows up now.
That's true. It's very weak, the balloon.
And that's sort of... I like that we can sort of mix gameplay with talking why these changes happen, because it helps explain the position. That's why that was done, because obviously magically shielded fire warriors in balloons are very impressive. So just the capability of the balloon eventually blowing up if they're being shot by fire warriors.
So I don't feel like Mammoot's achieved. Well, I don't think either player's achieved much, to be honest. We're a bit of a standstill. Mammoot's base looks perfectly fine. Rally's, in fact, looks a bit worse because it's small huts, and it's very susceptible to damage. I mean, it's all just one big area. So Rally gets in, Mammoot gets in there with an earthquake or two.
Let's play the population lottery. Who do you think's winning in population right now? Oh!
No, it could well be Mammoot now.
It's not, but it's close. So the populations right now are 81 for the red tribe, who is Mammoot, and 95 for the yellow tribe, Ralima.
81 to 95, not much in it. Preachers from Mammoot now heading to the center island to try and mop that up. Warriors as well, and they'll do that very easily now. There's been no defense or anything really there since the initial attack.
Has to get that preacher. The preacher's been hidden in the hut waiting for his moment. Gonna have to get him. So Mammoot's busy controlling those troops. Yes, he's finding those creatures that were hiding inside of huts. Lightning from Mammoot does not find Ralima there. Ghost army comes down, but ghosts are very weak.
Earthquake on the defense. There we go. What's Rally going to do in retaliation? Earthquakes. Decent. An angel of death. Okay, but his shaman has to survive here, or it's going to get mobbed up. Troops and support. Has he got MS as well to go with it?
Have a little look. He has. This is sort of that trade we were talking about. He's completely lost his island base, but if he gets a good hit onto Mammoot here, it will have been worth it.
Angel of Death, interesting choice. They don't typically do a great deal of damage, but they will take out those towers and they'll take out the roofs of the huts. Because obviously it's difficult for a shaman to come anywhere near one because they do target them.
Yes, but the Angel of Death hit points were lowered, I believe, for this expansion. And of course, if they do eat your shaman, you do have the disadvantage of not having your shaman for another 40 seconds. But if they do eat a shaman, you no longer gain mana from it as well. So they're no longer the infinite mana machine that they could sometimes be in the multiplayer game.
I'm not right in thinking that also shamans come back in like 15 seconds for an Angel of Death attack.
I think that's a swamp death, but it might also apply to Angel of Death as well.
No, you can only have one Angel of Death at a time now as well.
Yes, so those of you who have played a lot of Populous know that the mana charge rate for an Angel of Death is such. Nice lightning from Mammoot there, killing Rallyman, so now he has to be moving his shaman, doing stuff. Come on. Get in there.
Rally stood still. Now Mammoot's obviously controlling his troops, one would imagine. Check the island there. He's bringing his men back.
Yeah, he is. He's controlling some of his troops on the island, just making sure that nothing can be repaired.
Obviously, he doesn't want to push too far forward because the Angel of Death will get him. And he's pushed to, you know what? The Fire Warriors in the
Fire Warriors, yeah.
He's trying to kill it. I don't think he needs to waste mana doing that.
You'd be surprised. Blasting AODs makes a huge difference in terms of how quickly you can kill them. Though. So long as Fire Warriors keep shooting it, he'll be okay. But he needs to make sure that Fire Warriors continue to shoot it.
Rally making
AOD will always throw. Interesting.
Angel of Death still doing some work. What's Rally's next step? Is he going to attack to the front again? It looks like he is. Mammoot's still alive with his shaman. He must get targeted soon, surely. Christ.
Now he's got Fire Warriors shooting.
He's wasting so much mana trying to kill it though.
So now he has to run away.
That injured the rest done actually more than maybe it should have, with the shaman being
And there it goes.
kept at bay. It's gone now. Warriors from Rally taking out the huts now. The main island is pretty much gone. It's no one's. Oh, Mammoth's gone for the volcano stone head, although it looks like he is lacking a unit.
Yeah, he hasn't quite got enough followers on that head to be praying to it. Oh, good hypnotize.
Good hypnotize, going to push the shaman back now. Oh, counter hypno. Blasts.
That is, of course, fixed in beta, so those, when they recover, they will no longer permanently be rally mares.
That would be silly. Okay, Rally's warrior standing still, getting a battering from those fire warriors. He's got some preachers behind his towers waiting to make a move. Mammoth's defense is kind of in shambles. But,
Yeah, the defense is in shambles. The front of the base is kind of absolutely leveled. The population counts right now are 89 for red to 125 for yellow.
That's quite significant. Mammoth's shaman stood still. Rocky move, keeping your shaman stood still and not paying attention. These followers from Mammoth are just going to get killed with the shaman there.
I wanted to point out, and Hugo will love this, I wanted to point out the green bar. Because the green bar for Mammoth is only 128 right now, but the green bar for Rally is 170. So there is a significant difference in the size of the tribes right now. And it is probably be Rallyman's game to lose at this point.
I think it definitely is. I think Moose just made some wrong choices, really. There's a firestorm. That's going to take out the temple and the warrior hut.
And you can't afford to be losing control of that temple right now. You've got preachers everywhere. You need to be training your own preachers.
Oh, and his shaman's fallen into the water from the firestorm. This could be game.
That's probably good game there. I wouldn't be surprised if Mammoth does not call GG and uses the surrender function. Although it is Mammoth, and he is infamous for not surrendering.
Well, he surrendered quick in the last game.
He did. It surprised me.
I think if he even gets that volcano in the middle, it's not going to be any help at this time. I think he's too far gone. His base has been destroyed. He's got no troops to defend the troops of a swamp there, so they can't chase him. Lightning on the fire warrior hut, so they can't. And a good blast. His shaman falls in the water, but damage is done. What has Mammoth got to mop up these troops?
He doesn't really have anything, and that's part of the problem. He's lost all of his troop huts there, and any chance he would have had of recovering it,
Lightning a single preacher.
kind of gone.
Well, in the whole there's the GG call, the creator versus the champion, as it was touted by Mammoth so far. It's 2 to the creator. Rally 2-0 up. He needs to win one more to take it home.
Yep, absolutely egg on my face. Happy that this is proven to be a more competitive set of games than I thought.
All right, guys, we'll catch you in game number 3.